Hello, Mr. Hebert.
Hey, Mr. Hebert, how are you? I'm Gail Williams, class of 1983. I had to think about that.
I know. Well, you're much older than me. I'm Betsy Hudson. Traba's the married name, but Betsy Hudson is how you knew me. Class of 1984 at Baldwin Wallace.
Yeah. And we're here to just share with you how much you mean to us and to celebrate. And I don't think you've heard from me for a while. So I've been living in Sarasota, Florida for about 17 years. And I own a business, Vision Marketing. I play principal flute in the Venice Symphony, and I am a music critic for the Herald Tribune.
And we had lunch together sometime at least 10 years ago when you were visiting in St. Petersburg. But I have been the principal flutist of the Sarasota Orchestra for 20 years.
You're that old.
I'm very old, yes, for 20 years, since 1993. And I have a husband who's our principal bassoonist, and I have two daughters who are 12 and 10. The little one is a violinist, and the older one is a very, very serious competitive swimmer. So somehow I birthed an athlete. I'm not quite sure how that happened, but it did. In any event, Gail and I see each other all the time in this small town that we live in. And whenever we do see each other, we have an opportunity to just talk about you and how important you were to both of us.
Yeah. In fact, Mr. Hebert, I think that we are very unique among all your students. And we studied with you at the same time. And I don't know if you recall, but I was in orchestra my sophomore year, and I was really proud of that. And then my junior year, this one beat me out in an audition, and I had to reevaluate, and you were right there with me, and it meant the world to me. And life turns out very beautifully and very poetically. And in fact, I find it a strange twist of karmic fate that Betsy and I have now lived in Sarasota, kind of working with each other in some way for about 17 years.
And now she gets her revenge on me for having beat her out in orchestra by being able to review my concerts every single week in the paper. So it keeps me on my toes, because I know if I give her any reason to get back at me, she's going to take it immediately. So, Gail has been very, very gracious over the years in her reviews of my performances. And it makes me feel good to know that the set of ears that's out there listening to me play were schooled in your studio right alongside mine, and that she has the same values and same appreciation for the type of flute player that you created in your studio as I do. So it's actually been a very mutually beneficial thing, and she hardly ever says anything mean about me, so I really appreciate that.
Actually, it's a very deep joy to listen to Betsy, because she is such an incredible musician, and still a standout in this orchestra, which has grown incredibly since when you first got there. I think you were
I used to be the youngest person in the orchestra, and now I'm one of the really, really, really old people in the orchestra.
But Betsy has always been a star in the orchestra, and she's been a leader of the musicians, fighting for wages and all sorts of things. So it's been great to watch her in action, and kind of proud of old BW and being a part of your studio.
And I want to tell you one more time how much I appreciate the unbelievable patience that you had with me during my 4 years at Baldwin Wallace. I came into your studio with every problem a kid can have, and I really didn't get my mind wrapped around how to solve them until my junior year. And you never appeared to be frustrated with me, at least. Maybe you left my lessons and went into the bar, I don't know. But you never appeared to be frustrated. You had such an incredible amount of patience with me. And after 4 years, it finally paid off. And if I hadn't have started my college career in your studio, I have no idea what would have happened to me. But it's because of you that I get to make my living doing what I do, and I have many, 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 many students of my own that I've had over the last 20 years, and if I had $1 for every time that I had talked about you during one of my students' lessons, I'd buy a new car. No, I talk about you constantly, most often in regards to your incredible relaxation and the lack of tension in your playing. And I said, any man that made his living as George Zell's piccolo player all those years, I just can't imagine how you managed to do that and still remain such an incredibly peaceful, relaxed person. I also remember you giving me herbal remedies every time I came into a lesson sick. So I apologize for coming into lessons sick. In any event, we are really happy that you're celebrating your 90th birthday. We wish we could be there with you, and I personally am thrilled that we can get to be with you in this little high-tech way from sunny Florida.
You know, I just thought of something. There's something else that we have in common that kind of ties in with Mr. Hebert.
What's that?
Remember how he was learning Spanish when we were in...
That's right. And when you retired, you went on that year-long tour of all the Spanish-speaking countries.
Did you go to Argentina? I love Buenos Aires.
Well, and Gail and I both managed to marry ourselves Latins. So Gail's husband's from Argentina, and my husband's from Mexico City.
So, feliz cumpleaños.
Feliz cumpleaños, señor. Don Hebert. Anyway, we should sign off. Shall we play?
We have one more goodie for you.
We have one more goodie. Are you ready?
You're ready.
Tuning note?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Hebert. Happy birthday to you. Hey! Well, not bad, Betsy, except for that high B.
Happy birthday!
Feliz cumpleaños.
Bye!
Okay, we're here.
Are we? Oh, stop recording. Okay. Hi!
Hello! Mr. Hebert, we're so happy to be here to see you and celebrate your 90th birthday. But I'm Gail Will. Wait. I have to be prepared.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Hebert. Happy birthday to you. Betsy, watch the conductor. God, that high D was...
Sorry. Bye.
Feliz cumpleaños.